The Bullseye community have worked their asses off for this Pepe Coin entry. Everybody that took this right shoulder is 60% up. Now we need to recompose ourselves, reassess, and then protect ourselves. This is the Pepe chart on the daily, trading against USDT. This is where the community entered. Now, it's all well and good entering. What happens if price pulls back to these points here? What happens if price pulls back to your entry point? All them gains, the 60% gains that you've made, you would have lost. So we need to protect ourselves. And that's what we're going to be talking about on this video. We're talking about appropriate risk management because we've got our levels built in. We know what areas that we needed to break. And we've broken one of those areas, which was this previous resistance. And that was the neckline. We took the right shoulder. And we said the breakout of the right shoulder was going to be an optimum entry. This is where the bulls regained some form of momentum. This is where sentiment changed. And this is where the crypto bullseye took their entry. So pat yourselves on the back and well done. So anyone that's not into Pepe, that's looking at getting into Pepe, is now a good time. What I want to do is just dive into the 4-hour chart. This is a smaller time frame. And what we're looking for is bull flags. We're looking for bull flags and breakout of bull flags. We've got our support built in. We've got our resistance built in. Now, this is the flag and this is the break. So this is the 4-hour chart. Each one of these candles represents 4 hours of price action. You can see that we're getting the break. So what do we want to see on this candle here? At the close of this candle, we want to see a close above this. And what's happening again here? Bulls are regaining some form of momentum. Now we've got our areas built in. The top area here is sitting at 19519 and the resistance level is 14668. So what does this allow for? It allows you to apply appropriate risk management. Anyone that's took Pepe at this break here with the community, this is the area that you protect yourself now. If price action pushed back down to this level here, you would stop out in profits. And it's all about locking in your profits. It's pointless making profits and then putting it back on the table. You need to keep your profits and you need to lock them in. And now what I want you to do, part of the community, if you're in Pepe Coin, tell me exactly what price that you're in Pepe Coin, because the Crypto Bullseye community is working together. And let me tell you guys that your best asset is knowledge. Knowledge is your best asset, and I'm going to drive that narrative home. And I'm going to ensure that I teach you everything that I know so you can take advantage of the next run. Now, let me know what price that you're in, and what I want you to do is just apply a simple trend line to your charts. If you're not on a charting platform, get yourself on TradingView. It's completely free. I'm not affiliated with TradingView. I won't get anything from it, but you need to make yourself aware. If you're part of the community and you want to learn, you need to make yourself aware of price action. And if you can understand price action is going to be one of your biggest friends. So make sure you hit subscribe on this channel if you want to know everything that I know, and let's move forward. So first thing that I want you to do is get a simple trend line from your toolbar on TradingView, which you'll find it here on the left-hand side, trend line. It's the simplest tool. And this allows you to be able to know whether the bulls or the bears have sentiment. Once we break this trend line to the downside, that means that sentiment's changing and that it's a high probability that we're going to start going bearish. So just an example, if price pulled back here, this is the bull fight, the bull and the bear fight. Who's going to win the fight between the bulls and the bears at this support level? And that determines whether we're going to get a move to the upside or whether we're going to fall back down, test this as resistance, and then continue to the downside. So it's important that we use this metric as a simple gauge as to whether momentum's on our side or whether momentum's not on our side. It's against us. And it's a really simple tool. It's a really powerful tool. And I'm going to go more in depth and more advanced as we progress. But just let me know exactly what price you paid for it, where your protection zones are, because that's important. Don't just buy it and not protect yourself. It's important to keep and lock those profits in as you keep increasing. So if you did find it useful, guys, check out my Pepe playlist and I'll see you guys in the next one.